Welcome to my ASMR Sleep Easy Clinics. You'll find all the relaxing and soothing roleplay right here. Happy listening, my darlings. Welcome in for your 100-year checkup. Lovely to see you. And how have you been keeping, if you don't mind me asking? Good. I was rather referring to your teeth. That's also fine, if you wish to tell me about your personal conquests. No harming and a little bragging. Now today, I'm going to want to get right inside those little toothies and check you've been caring for them perfectly. I trust you have. I took a look at your x-rays from last time. All very beautiful, I must say. So I'll be expecting that you have kept up the same level of dental hygiene for me. There's nothing worse than entering a vampire's mouth with the stench of rotting corpse floating around the teeth. Very off-putting. And you know, I have a highly trained nose. I can smell a rotting corpse from simply miles away. Years of practice, of course. Now, shall we take a look? I'd very much like you to open up your mouth for me. Just open it a bit. It's lovely. Going to pop my fingers inside. Just do a little tapping around the inside of your mouth. How is it when I touch the sides there? Good. And what about? I could just get in this side a little. Good job. Do you like your visit to the dentist, or does it terrify you? You'd be surprised at how many still fear the dentist. Strange, odd illusions from their life before. Who could fear coming to see me? Really quite ridiculous. Now, I am going to just give you a little scaling, as there's a few centuries of plaque that have just built up in the corners there. We can't have that, can we? No. And I also noticed a very small amount of damage just here behind your front canines. Have you been chewing something particularly difficult recently, or not chewing correctly at all? Have you? This one here in particular. Right there. I might have to do a little work on that. A little scraping. Never did anyone any harm, did it? In fact, some rather like it. Are you one of those? You strike me as one of those. One of those who enjoys a little tender pain. I really did get the best job in the world. It was simply made for me, this one. And you, I haven't even asked. What do you do? We might have to wait a moment. I'm just going in. Going to just scrape the sides. That's it. Just open, nice and wide. Lovely job. I'd like to go in on the other side if you don't mind. I see. Be patient. I'll allow you to speak once I'm finished scraping your teeth. There we are. Take a little down there too. Lovely. Excellent. Sorry, go ahead. Tell me. You don't mind if I take a drink, do you? It's such thirsty work. And honestly, so hot. You wouldn't believe how hot it gets here in the surgery. Please, go ahead. Tell me a little about yourself. I see. Well, that's rather marvellous. Was that something you entertained in your previous existence? How interesting. I fear I've never been much for one in that particular field. I've always loved dentistry, you know. It was always my forte. At least, that's what Mummy told me. I think it was because Papa so often smashed my teeth out. He was an unruly one. Back in those days, 1700s, it was really nothing to be ashamed of, but now, not so much. These rules and regulations, I love it. Of course, your beautiful teeth aren't going anywhere, are they? Reinforced and hardened now. May I just take a look at the back? Oh, look at those pearly whites. I must say, you're doing a lovely job of keeping them clean. You wouldn't believe how many vampires find themselves in here with excruciating tooth dilemmas. And, whilst a little bit of pain can be delightful, it's simply awful if it's keeping you up all day, isn't it? That's right. Vampire doesn't get enough sleep. We weaken, and nobody wants to be in a vulnerable state, do they? Do you mind if I take a few measurements? Just for the records, of course. Lovely. Open up, nice and wide, please. You will need to make it extra wide. Thank you. Now, just going to pop this in. Just take a couple of measurements. See? Alright, can I just do it from the side, if you don't mind? You've been grinding a little, haven't you? Those back ones are slightly worn down. Open up nice and wide. I need to get right inside of your mouth. That's it. Just want to go around the gum line. Yes, you are grinding slightly at the back there. Look at that. That's actually decreased quite significantly. Are you having any problems chewing at the moment? Gnawing, biting chunks out. Are we okay with that? Oh, that's all right then. That's perfectly fine then. Oh. I would like to check inside of your gums, so if you don't mind, I'm just going to slide my implement into the side of your jaw. It'll just rip open your mouth a little for me. Thank you so much. You're such an obliging patient. It's really rather marvellous. Open up, please. I'm just going to pop that in there. I'm just going to pull that back. Oh, that's a lovely view. Look in there, that's beautiful. My light's reflecting perfectly into the depths of your soul. Now, shall we just ensure these are all as they should be? That blasted page is forever going on. I'm not interested. Don't want to speak to any of them. Now, would you mind? I'm just going to put a small anticoagulant at the back. I've noticed a little sore that seems to be lumping. And we certainly can't have that, can we? No, absolutely not. It's nothing that you've done. These little sores do appear sometimes. You mustn't worry. Your beautiful little head about it. It's a simple fix. A small shot into the offending area. Would you mind opening your mouth? Lovely job. In we go. Oh, that's perfect. Fantastic. Thank you. I'll just depress that now. There you are. Wasn't so difficult, was it? Not at all. Now, do you have any questions for me today? Is there anything I can help you with? Please go ahead and ask. And of course, if you don't feel confident to ask me right now, you can always leave it in my comments box. I had no idea. That is a tasty little morsel, by the way. Now, shall we just check around the jawline for you? I do like to have a little feel under here. It's so easy for those still relatively baby vampire teeth to catch little bits of food and it festers terribly. May I just touch your face a little? Thank you. I'll just press gently here. How's that? That's it. You're very handsome, you know. I need to get aside. Are you handsome in life too? I've noticed sometimes there's a change. Perhaps it's a confidence in ourselves, but perhaps sometimes what we were in life, we change as we turn into vampires. Often so much more sultry and sensual. You? What were you like before? Let's see. I hope you don't mind, but I am going to need to just flutter gently either side of the ear. Is that alright? Good. I'll just come in now. I think you have done exceptionally well today. And that is a perfect checkup. Each tooth looks beautiful. You're keeping them absolutely perfect. Do you rinse at all? It is advisable. I can give you a little pot of saline. I know it's unusual to put anything salty or even watery. However, you spit it out. Please don't swallow it. It will make you violently ill. You may take a squirt now. Just lovely. And just spit it out. Spit it out for me. Spit it out. That's it. A little spit, spit, spit. There's something so delightful, isn't there, about a little bit of spitting. When I was youthful, when I was being very stroppy, a baby little vampire, I used to take the blood in my mouth, gargle it for quite a length until it warmed, and then spit it out. I felt such a rebel. Of course now, I'm far more understanding that we do not waste, not even a drop of blood. Well, my lovely, thank you for coming into the dentist today. I am thoroughly looking forward to seeing you in another 100 years. Any problems in the meantime, don't hesitate to make an appointment. I can always squeeze you in. I'd rather like to squeeze you in if I was being very honest. Chin chin, darling. Have a marvellous day.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed all the incredible glove sounds and loved all the outfits. If you did enjoy, do like and subscribe for more. And of course, if it's the ASMR sounds you love, take a look at my medical ASMR. You will always find tons of amazing medical and glove sounds on there. Happy listening, my darlings.